everybody, today we're doing a real special sort of thing, and I just want to give a little rundown explanation of what it is. This event happened to me on the night of a large sports game. It was my school against our rival school. You know, this story, it just, so many people were involved in some way. I would think it's such a shame to miss out on all those different perspectives. So I'm going to be telling this story from a whole bunch of different perspectives, and you get to choose which order you listen to them in. And I will be doing different voices. These voices are not reminiscent of they don't actually sound like the people, but it's just important that we differentiate the what's going on there. So
There will be visual cues as well.
all right, wonderful. Let's get right into this. The Battle of the Barrel is something I look forward to every year. And this year was very near and dear to my heart because of how the proximity it was to which my annual celebration of life was happening. That's right. It didn't happen on my birthday, but it happened right there. It always happens in November, right? Years previous it was, in fact, on my birthday. Now, the Battle of the Barrel is where my son's school and their biggest rival school, they have their big football game. It's the big one. My son goes to the red school, and all of my friends' children go to the orange school. Everyone comes to this. It's super hype, and now I get to experience it with all my friends. I get to watch my school cream all of them because all of their kids go to the opposite school. So, now that we've got that out of the way, my testimony. That's right. Well, it was a riveting game, except that it wasn't, because my son's school is so much better at football than everyone else's is good at football. Red was absolutely destroying orange well past halftime, and we were getting kind of bored, and understandably, the orange parents didn't want to see their children being slaughtered. We all left to go to separate after parties, but they were during parties, I suppose. All of the women went off to go play cards and stuff, and all the men went off to go drink. And so, that's what we were doing. Anyway, the game had finished by the time I got the call. This call was initially very concerning, and I'll tell you why. We were all sitting around a table, just playing canasta. Oh, we love canasta. We were talking about, while we played canasta, we were talking about our top 10 Can Jam plays and where we would be camping next. All right? This is a very fun pastime of ours. We were also considering renting a house in the mountains for our next winter break, but that's besides the point. All right? Because then, mid-conversation, I got the call. That's right. The call from my sweet little boobla. I've never called him that before, but you know what? It's fine. That's right, Davis, my son, had called me over his cellular device, and in fact, he was in a little bit of trouble. I could tell by the urgencies in his voice something had happened. Mom, the police are here. Mom, the police. What's wrong, hon? What? The police? Yeah. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck, Mom. I'm stuck at that really dangerous intersection. You know, the one with the crashes all the time. Yeah, my car's in a bit of trouble. Oh, dear. This is bad. This is very bad, because I'm worried about my boy's health and well-being. Oh, no. Oh, dear. What? Oh. Right, so... All right, well, I mean, we're on the call, and he's like, yeah, I need you to come help me fix my car. What'd you do to your car? I don't know. It's not working, Ma. I need you to come fix it. Oh, I don't know how to fix cars. Call your father. Why'd you call me first? I love you, Mother. That's why I called you first. All right, I love Dad too, but I don't know. This feels like an emergency situation, and I just thought I go right to Mom. Emergency. Oh no, call Mom. Okay, that's how it works. I'm already getting an earful from Ghost Dad. All right, I don't need this. All right, well, I don't know what to tell you. Call your father. It's not serious, is it? And at that, he hung up. Oh no, I hope he's all right. Oh dear. What kind of shenanigans has he gotten himself into this time? Battle of the Barrel. It's a big thing. My school goes and fights Davis' school for the barrel. And it's fun to watch, I guess. You know, it is just a football game, and me and some buddies were going to a much bigger football game. The UF football game was happening the next day, and me and all my buddies were gonna drive up there and catch it. I actually stayed home from the game. Yeah, I was just having a chill night at home when all of a sudden I get a call from a buddy of mine. Hey, you know, this is a good friend of mine. He's over at his house, and he's got some other dudes over, and sometimes we just hang out. You know, we'll just impromptu. Hey, I'm hanging out with some friends tonight, and this was a particularly special hangout because, well, the next day we were going to, all of us, the UF game. So I thought we'd go over, make a plan, do all this stuff, and yeah, I was just on my way over, right down the road that connects my house to a few of my other friends, when I noticed something. There were a couple police cars at this one particularly dangerous intersection. Well, it had been known for many a wreck and even some lost lives in the past. It's a real dangerous intersection, so some of us do our best not to turn onto that. There was a car that was almost completely obliterated, and then as I looked over to see that car, as I passed through the intersection, the police had blocked off one of the lanes in the intersection to avoid coming close to the crash site, I suppose. As I looked over to see that one, I identified a car that was somewhat newer to my life, but definitely one that was in my life. The car of my good friend, Davis Judd. I was very worried. The car didn't look like it had sustained any major damages, but it was pulled over in this onto this crash site. My good buddy Davis Judd, I don't know what I would do if he had gotten any serious injuries. So I, of course, just happened to be driving by, and I pulled over to see if he was all right. And as he opened the car, as I opened the car door, I could see he was not in great condition. Oh dear. He had blood dripping down his face. He was on the phone speaking frantically with someone. I couldn't tell who, but it was very scary. I had hoped that, you know, despite his very clear injuries, that he wasn't actually needed to be hospitalized or any of the sort, because I always hate to see a friend injured. That would mean we wouldn't be able to hang out over any more upcoming weekends. He had this kind of cough going on when he answered me. Davis, I need... Davis, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. And at this, his very casual answering, I was a little confused. Why did he answer so casually if he was clearly damaged in the head? Because he was bleeding from the head. Oh, man. Did one of the parents send you? That was quick response time. Dude, what are you talking about? Oh, I just called the parents. I assumed you were at that party playing canasta with the mothers. No, I was just driving by. Happened to. Oh, he climbed out of the car, and I could see better in the light of the Mexican grocery store we were pulled in front of that there was no blood on his face at all. It was just war paint from the football game before. I was so relieved that he was not hurt, but also we didn't know what to do. So he called his father to try and figure out what to do with the car. And what ended up happening was I would drive him home in the car that I just pulled, because I was on my way to my buddy's house, and they were gonna leave the car there overnight. Thank goodness he was not hurt in any way. I couldn't quite piece together the situation exactly, but I guess his car was just having some malfunctions at the same time of this crash here. All right, I'm a hardworking dude. I work hard. I do these hours, right? There's a lot of tension with the boys in blue nowadays, there's a lot of allegations of abuse of power and whatnot. I despise this sort of stuff, right? I can't stand it as a hardworking man, right? But it's definitely present, and unfortunately, we have to deal with that sometimes. But me and my hardworking partner, who also is a very good man and does not abuse his power, neither of us do. We're both good men. Just want to point that out. All right, we were on traffic detail at a crash at this one particularly dangerous intersection. I'd seen work done here before. Crashes happen all the time. People turning on red when they really shouldn't be turning on red. We've had to make this very clear that no turning on red, but people do it anyway. Someone got creamed and knocked into a pole. Same pole that at least 4 others had knocked into in years previous. Now, there were a couple other cops on the scene since this had been a nasty crash, but me and my buddy were working just the moving cars along. We blocked off the right lane where parts of the car were strewn about, and we were just directing people through the left lane to get on with their lives and whatnot. I don't want to keep anyone longer than they've got to be. I can't stand it, right? So, I was jokingly talking to my buddy while I directed traffic, when all of a sudden, this dope right here, he just stops right in the middle of the intersection. I'm thinking, all right, what's up with this guy, right? He doesn't, all of his lights are off, which is not, it's nighttime. It's deep into the night. You need your lights on when you're driving. I could tell this was an inexperienced driver. I looked at his fresh little boy baby face. He was a kid, probably no older than 16, 17, right? He stops in the intersection and he's slowing to a halt right at the entrance of the intersection there. Cars honking in and behind, and me and my buddy, we gotta check this out, right? So we walk over there, and my partner knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Driver's side door. The kid in there, he's moving. He's very frantic. I can tell he's freaking out. I'm wondering if he's got contraband on him, because this could be problematic. We might have to do an arrest here, right? He's not turning down the window. We're both somewhat suspicious because, he's not letting us in. So I opt to just open the car door. All right, what's going on in here? The kid, he's freaking out. He's stuttering. My car broke down. Sir. Your car broke down. Yes, sir, it's dead. It died. I could hear this kid was trembling in his voice. He was no criminal. This guy was just a poor unfortunate sap whose car had died in the wrong spot. He was still freaking out, so, we calmed him down. We said, hey kid, hey, don't worry, alright? Don't worry. My partner began laughing at him, because that his car had died in the middle of an intersection, and he was very clearly, on the verge of peeing his pants, little baby. Anyway, we offered to push his car into a nearby parking lot of a Mexican grocery store, and we did that. And the whole time, me and my partner chatted up. My car broke down, said my partner mockingly. This was the second time this has happened to me this week, where I had to push a car. Second time this week, and not even across the week, yesterday. I had to push another car yesterday. Anyway, we pushed this car, we drove it into the Mexican parking lot, and we continued directing traffic. What a weird little dude, huh? Battle of the Barrel. Big old thing we do, red versus orange, and this is a talk of the town event, right? My middle school kind of primarily splits into either the orange school or the red school, and so even people who don't go to the orange or red school, all of their friends are there, so everyone from that area shows up. A buddy of mine had been talking about not going and opting to stay home and play one of our favorite video games, Sea of Thieves. But last minute, we both decided, hey, you know what? Why not? We're going to go. We're going to see our friends. We're going to hang out. It's going to be great. So I went to pick him up, and there was a bunch of shenanigans involving a Burger King and an Impossible Whopper. It was just taking way too long to get our food, and we showed up to the game late, and this whole time, my car had been doing these weird little things with the warning lights, you know. The car was relatively new. I hadn't had it for too long, but it was in pretty good condition for the most part. But in the Burger King parking lot, as I was parking to go to the game, and as I was pulling out, I just couldn't help but notice that my battery indicator was freaking out. I had no clue what was going on. Needless to say, this worried me a little bit because I had just begun owning this car. I didn't know how to do all this work on it, and I definitely couldn't even do it till I got home. So I thought, all right, well, I'm just gonna get home. I'm gonna turn out all my lights and stuff just in case there's some battery issues. All my interior lights. I'm of course gonna have my driving lights on because you need those in order to drive at night. And I'm only having the necessities on. I turned my AC off. I turned it all off. I began driving home without the person I had driven there because they were driving home with someone else. So I was all alone. I'm on the home stretch to my home. I guess the homiest stretch of them all, right? I'm on this big, long road that goes right up to my neighborhood. I had noticed there was a bit of traffic at this one particularly dangerous intersection. Oh my, another crash. What a surprise. I see this, like, every other month. There's a crash here, and they're usually pretty nasty. I'm looking at the thing. There's 2 cops directing traffic. A couple more looking at the crash site, I guess. And, I'm just like, this is such a bothersome little thing, right? I don't want to do this. Anyway, cop says, "Come on through." They've got the right lane blocked off, and the left lane is used for moving along. And so I start going, and all of a sudden, I rev up my car. I start moving forward, and then halfway through my acceleration, ding! Everything just shuts off. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is so embarrassing. I'm stopping right in the middle of an intersection next to 2 cops. I'm starting to freak out. Oh no. These cops are definitely going to misunderstand what's going on here. I'm not stopping to look at this. I'm not blocking traffic because I want to see what's going on with this crash. Oh no. Oh no. My momentum's got me just moving a little bit, so I try and turn out of the way of the people behind me, but I'm not getting very far at all. There are people honking at me. "Hey, why'd you slow it down, you loser?" I'm like, oh no. I look at the cops. One of them's got this stare on him. This stare, I know he's gonna walk over here, as he should. It's his job, but, oh, near. I try and turn down the window as one approaches. To my dismay, to this sinking, this disgusting fear, this pit that forms in my stomach. Oh no, it's not turning down. I can't talk to these guys. They're gonna think I'm doing something crazy. Oh, right, I'm freaking out. I'm pressing all the buttons in my car. Bam, bam, bam. I'm hitting my hazard lights. They're not turning on. I'm freaking out. One of them knocks on the window. "Hey, what do you do? What's going on in here?" I'm turning down the window. It's not working. Right? Then one opens my car door very suddenly. Oh, thank goodness they were unlocked. "Oh, sir, car's dead. Car's just done. It's dead. What's going on in here? Car's dead." "Your car's dead." Yeah, my car's dead." All right. All right, kid. All right, we're gonna push you into this parking lot here. Whew. They're not mad. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, all right. Everything's gonna be good. Calm down, Davis. Everything's gonna be okay. They start pushing the car, and I can hear them laughing at me from inside the cockpit of the car. I feel so stupid right now. I feel so stupid. And I turn myself into this parking lot of a local Mexican grocery store. You know, it's a restaurant cum grocery store. Like, you can go there and get some, like, on Taco Tuesdays. They got a great deal on tacos. And then you can, like, sit down and eat, but also they got all your favorite Mexican groceries as well. So that's great. Anyway, I'm there. I call my mother because I'm a little scared here, right? call my mom. Hey, I'm wiping my brow and I'm moving all this. I forgot that I had put makeup on, like in 2 streaks, on the cheeks, because I was just at this massive football game. I was being like a crazy rowdy teenager and whatnot, so had to look the part. And in this, I was sweating because I was a little scared, and I was just wiping all over my face. And I looked down at my hand, I'm like, oh man, I just got all this makeup all over my face. Anyway,
It's red makeup.
it's red and black. It's got all this red and black makeup all over my face, and I'm calling my mom. She's like, oh, I don't know how to fix any cars. Why are you calling me? Why are you calling me, hon? Why you calling me Toots? Right? I don't know how to fix a car. That's your dad's thing. All right, fine, Mom. And I turn to look, and there's a dark, shadowy figure out my window. I can't see who it is because the light from the thing behind him is like, it's just a silhouette. Oh dear, there's someone here. There's someone. Oh. And then he opens my car door once again, and he's like, are you all right? And it's my buddy. It's my good buddy, Ty. God, I love Ty. What a dude. Man. One of my favoriteest friends. Anyway, he's like, are you all right? He seems to be freaking out, but I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Everything's good. And he was like, oh, I thought you had gotten to that car wreck. You're all good? And I'm like, no, my car just stopped working. I'm not really sure why. As I would find out the next day, one of the wires that connected my battery to whatever it needed to be connected to had just completely disintegrated from serious use. So I call my dad, figure out what we're gonna do. We end up, he says, have Ty drive you home, and then we're just gonna go and figure it out tomorrow. And that's when I figured out that the wire was kaput. So yeah, pretty crazy wacky story, if I say so myself. Moral of the story is, there is a moral here, and I'll tell you what it is. The moral of the story is freaking Burger King, right? They always do this thing. Their lines are too long, their service is garbage, but they got the best vegetarian fast food burger around. So 10 out of 10, go to Burger King for the Impossible Whopper today. Moral of the story. Thank you. Oh, guess what, fellas? Oh, do we have some news for you? That's right. I have recently come into acquirance of a high-quality streaming and gaming computer. And you know what I'm going to do with that streaming and gaming computer? I'm going to start streaming and gaming, boys. That's right. That is right. I am going to be the top streamer in the West, right? I'm going to stream probably on Twitch, I'm thinking. You can come check me out at Practical Pupa on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming a whole bunch of my favorite games, mostly Sea of Thieves, but not exclusively. Sea of Thieves, Minecraft, Don't Starve, couple others. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. It's going to be so fun.